Hi, heroes. The time is 5:52. I'm fucking tired. 5:52 p.m., May 6th, 2025. So plans have changed, but we'll get to those plans later. I'm to tell you, it is a guarantee. Everybody get ready. No, it is not an understatement. We are in my camp here, me and the cats, and the green light. Jesus, you know how I roll. I'm ready. 5 federal agents, Department of Homeland Security. Expect them. Full gear, vest, bullets, guns, full tactical gear. Are to be here to arrest for bipolar and terrorism. They're going to drag my ass into a van and they're going to take me to the Virginia State Mental Hospital, where they plan to execute me with a syringe in one of these padded rooms, and I am to die in that hospital. So this is how obviously criminal, premeditated murder that it is. They bring first this domestic terrorist man. He's the one that will indicate to me the feds are coming. He has to call them. Okay, if I don't film, then nobody comes. It's that retarded, but they are coming. And this is what I'm to do. I'm to film him because these are fucking terrorists. And that's my job. You're a terrorist. I'm filming you. You want to have a stupid, nonsensical dialogue with me on film? Hey, that's what I do. Let's have that again. But I film him and I go and I stand on the sidewalk with my little camera if I like, filming away. When I'm on the public property, these feds can't arrest me. They can only criminally come into their protected terrorist sanctuary to do it. And once I'm in their car, it's straight up kidnapping and hostage taking. So anything could happen to them. If I'm on the sidewalk and I'm safe, I'm stating obvious facts here. So good luck to them hauling me off state lines, border lines, all that. Good luck. But this is nothing I'm waiting to have to experience, being handcuffed by DHS when I'm surviving their terrorism and hauled to a fucking mental hospital in another state, way out in the woods. I know that one's in the woods. So I'm going to go, when he comes, film his ass in the house, engaged in terrorism, another murder one plot, another terrorist plot, and I'm going to stand on the sidewalk. And I should see no DHS pulling up, nobody coming. But this is what I wanted to tell you. Besides the fact that the DHS with this domestic terrorist or the real estate, African-American, Mexican drug cartel real estate mail, they'll never stop. They'll be here every fucking day doing it. I mean, it's blood. It's blood. They taste blood and they're rabid. I know if anyone knows it, you do. I know it too. We're all like around this. My guidance from God above, I got on my knees and prayed in front of St. Michael and Mother Mary. I can't take this anymore. And it's because of everything that I can never report and that's always going on. It is way too fucking dangerous for any woman like me to be around in this. And if anyone knows that, it's all the heroes. I got on my knees and prayed after this final, most recent attempt on my life. That's the same man that just fucking had bombs everywhere the other day. And he's still coming and going. It's just too dangerous. The city is obviously overrun with terrorists. They're networking. They got their cops and their army. And the army guy, I fucking filmed the army guy. Everybody's got a cell phone. Dead bodies stinking up the backyard. It's way, way too dangerous, okay? So I got on my knees. I prayed. I sat in my chair. And God said to me, I don't want you here. It is too dangerous. This is not me. It wasn't that he said it to me. It was, sometimes he does his telepathy thing where, everybody can commune with God like I do, And sometimes it's just stark reality, like a moment of clarity. And that's God too. God comes to you however he wants to come to you. And it was, Heidi, this is not me. This is not my will I'm inflicting on you, making you go through this. This is, you're right, Heidi. too dangerous for you. I'm getting you out, is what he said. Just in that moment of clarity, it was just obvious logic and reason, okay? But that was God. So what I'm to do, and it doesn't matter if, it's not an if, it's when they hear this. It doesn't matter when the enemy hears this. Go ahead and listen and rewind it. It is when God brings an opportunity for me to get the fuck out of this house, I'm to do it. It's the opposite of what I was doing the last, 6 months, staying here. And how I said I was going to stay here. I kept making that statement for at least 3 months. I started making the statement, and I started saying it and writing it the last at least 2 or 3 months, all the time. Well, no, it's not that. It is way too dangerous, and that is not God that's asking me to stay somewhere this dangerous. You got a city and an entire city block in the city just infested. I've never been through something like this, but they're all here. They definitely came to the region. The domestic terrorists, white nationalists, name it, that are in the United States, they're here. It's their sanctuary. It's their safe zone. They got their president. Everything's illegal. You can't have your army enlisted from a base in a terrorist compound. You can't have a president outright overthrowing the government. It's illegal. I don't know what they're telling themselves, but that's illegal. So I'm done. It's insanity. Everyone agrees. So it has gotten too dangerous. Like every time I open the door, which I never report, there's a fucking white nationalist case in this house, and I know what they look like. They're obvious. They're from the country. Some of them have fucking weapons. They just they carry arms. It's really serious in DC. Like they're packed in here. I know you know what I'm talking about, so we'll talk about it another time to the public, okay? It's gotten really bad in the city, yeah. So they think they're taking the Capitol, and it's really, really violent on the street, and I never can report anything, and so I don't need anybody to tell me to get out. It was God that was telling me, no, I want you to stay, and I want you to say it over and over again that you're not leaving. And I want you to say for 2 months, 6 months, you'll be here. And so I did it, and I kept writing it and saying it and believing that and thinking, how am I going to do this? I mean, it is so fucking dangerous. I can't even talk sometimes in here, and you guys know that. Most of the time, I can't even fucking talk in here. Yeah, that bad. And that's along with everything else that I'm very acutely aware of how dangerous it is, dude. It's shit that is obvious fucking combat and conflict. You open the window, all you smell is fucking rotting bodies. They got stuff down there. And that man that was in here was over there with it the other day. It just doesn't end. The guy's just fucking coming and going. The whole city, obviously. Can you fucking figure, right? When they catch a cab and go anywhere, there's nothing but a drug cartel and all these junked out white people. You got all these junky white people coming out of their houses around here. Oh, wow. And every time I open my front door, it's these speed freak country looking people. They keep walking by. As soon as they see me, everybody's heads whip around and look up at me. It's really getting aggressive. So there's and that's just a drop in the bucket to what I've been witnessing. So there's no way anyone with common sense would say, yeah, let me stay here. An unarmed woman. Let me stay in the fucking terror cell with this kind of crap. So I got on my knees. I prayed because it's just getting too dangerous. They are sending men in this house every day through every hole and front door and back door. And it is too fucking dangerous. And God said, I'm getting you out. Somehow God's going to get me out. I don't know how. He says, forget the mail. You saw what they do. They won't give you your mail. I've known that for like years. And the Russian agents hack your email. I'm fucking very acutely aware of that. So emails and mail are out. But God's going to get me out. And this isn't God sitting here trapped, unable to walk, unable to talk, having these literally predator, violent, murdering men constantly walking in the front door, back door, and holes in the walls is not God. And he made me realize that when I got on my knees, it was like a moment of clarity. All I had to do is stand back up, sit down. He said, that's not me. And I'm not asking this of you. And he's going to get me out somehow. And when I have the chance, I need to tell the heroes this. I'm fucking bailing. I'm going to get an Uber or a Trans-App. He says, just say it. You can say your plan. The enemy can rewind it and listen to it all day long if that's what they like. They can go ahead and send me messages on Instagram and tell me what their thoughts on that. It doesn't matter. It is so obsolete to what I'm doing. The moment I have a chance from God to get out, I'm flying out of here. I'm going to go to Berkshire Woods. I want my heroes to know that. And I'm going through Pennsylvania. There's no way for safety or common sense you can go through New York. So I'm going to pay the driver and I'm going to go straight up through PA. It's like a 6-hour trip. Me and the cats out. And it doesn't really matter where I go, okay? It's because of all of you guys and some gals that I'm not, and I worship the ground you walk on, these gals, but I'm not one of them, and I got to get out. It is too fucking dangerous in the city. And this terror cell is unfucking believable. So when God does it, I am leaving, okay? I'll be at the Berkshire Woods. I got to lay low. Of course, I can't say how long, but it's just a handful of days. It's just common sense. It's typical agent stuff. Just lay low, handful of days. And that's all I got to do. And then I'm clear because of my war heroes. God is great. And you are sacred men and women. I can, when I get to the Berkshire Woods, I can go to that museum, do Heidi things. There's the Rockwell Museum. I don't want to go by myself. I want to go with my fiance. I'm really upset about that. But I can be upset about that with God when I'm there, okay? What I got to do for God is to get out of this house. Get out of DC. Let them follow me all the way down the road. They won't. They might try, but they won't be successful. I'm going to get a Trans-App or I'm getting an Uber. I'm going to the Berkshire Woods, and I hope it's soon. I hope I do this soon because this is a good time of year to go there. The Rockwell Museum, the Shakespeare is there, the opera's there, the classical music is there. And I'm free to do that, but I don't want to wander around by myself anymore. But if God still asks me to keep wandering around alone, at least there's freaking classical music in the park and opera in the park from the Boston Symphony. And that's kind of depressing. You're still all by yourself. Fucking A, dude. But I'll do it, okay? I'll be working from there. You'll still see me working. And I'll do my agent thing. We'll all be doing it, but we'll be doing it located from the Berkshire Woods. And I am to title this and say that's where I am going. So let them read this. And they're not too high on fucking crack cocaine and crystal meth. The ones on the street are wasted on that crap. Oh, I'm a hands-on witness to that. Holy cow. Every single one of them that I've ever witnessed was so high on the street. Oh my God, I'll never forget it. Whoa. That's where I'm going, okay, heroes? And my rear end is getting out of here, and I can't wait to not be poisoned and be going diarrhea. I say rear end and I start thinking about diarrhea. Oh my God, it's gonna take me some time. Oh my God, can you believe I walked through that? What are they thinking here? I know. And I'm seriously gonna wander around in Berkshire Woods going to classical music by myself, having walked through 4 years of fucking, what was it, Novichok and Anthrax? I guess so. You guys aren't doing that, and God's not doing that. And if that's what God wants me to do, I'll do that up there, and I'll still be doing all my agent work up there. But this walking around after being with you guys here for 4 years, all alone, we can't continue that. But if that's what I got to do, but I know I have to get out. I'm panicked now. Every time I walk out of my bedroom door, I walk into a fog of fucking gas. I have to pull my pants down and fucking go diarrhea. Every time. You know how bad the chemical warfare has gotten here. Right now, as I'm filming, they're filling my room up, 607. right fucking now I have to race to the bathroom. So I hate to end it like this, but this is why God is going to help me get out. Okay, I'm going to race to the bathroom. Goodbye.